The last day of vacation always held a bittersweet feeling, even for a 2-year-old. Veer, however, was mostly focused on the bits rather than the sweet. He knew packing bags meant going home, and while home meant his own toys and his own bed, it also meant leaving behind the endless adventures of their cottage getaway. Barnaby, ever the perceptive companion, seemed to sense the shift in the atmosphere. Instead of his usual morning exuberance, he trotted a little more slowly, his tail wagging with a slightly less vigorous thump. He watched Veer from the doorway of their temporary bedroom, a silent, furry observer. Veer's mom had laid out the suitcases on the bed, cavernous mouths waiting to swallow their vacation treasures. "Okay, little helper," she said, "time to put your clothes in the bag." Veer, armed with a tiny red t-shirt, approached the suitcase with the seriousness of a seasoned explorer. He tried to fold it, but the fabric proved recalcitrant, flopping in every direction. Barnaby, seeing his boy struggle, patted closer. He nudged the t-shirt with his nose, then looked at Veer as if to say, "Need a paw, pal?" Veer giggled, and instead of folding, he decided the t-shirt would make an excellent parachute for his stuffed monkey. He launched the monkey and t-shirt into the open suitcase with a triumphant "wee." Next came his collection of colorful stones, gathered meticulously from the beach. He carefully placed each one into a small plastic bag, then, with great concentration, attempted to fit the bag into a corner of the suitcase. Barnaby, fascinated, sniffed the bag of stones, his whiskers twitching. He then nudged Veer's empty sand bucket, as if reminding him of another important item. Veer clapped his hands. "Bucket!" he exclaimed, and promptly tried to shove the oversized bucket into a small gap between clothes. It wouldn't fit. He pushed harder, grunting with effort. Barnaby let out a soft whine, then gently took the handle of a smaller, softer beach ball in his mouth and dropped it neatly into the suitcase. "Good, Barnaby!" Veer cheered, giving his dog a big hug. The packing continued in this delightful, chaotic manner. Veer helped by putting in his rubber ducky, a stray sock, and a handful of pine cones he'd found that morning. Barnaby, for his part, managed to sneak in his favorite squeaky toy, burying it deep beneath a pile of towels. When Veer's dad came in to zip up the suitcases, he chuckled at the eclectic mix of items. "Looks like you two had a very productive morning," he said, giving Veer a playful tickle. Finally, the suitcases were closed, sitting by the door like silent sentinels. Veer looked at them, then at Barnaby, a tiny sigh escaping